Dear brothers, sisters and friends, wherever you are, Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you all. Today's topic is about the gender in Arabic language, al-mudhakkar and mu'annath, femininity and masculinity. The subject was suggested by one of my new friends and subscribers from Las Vegas. She asked me to do a session in this great topic. But before we jump into it, I would like to share with you two things. Number one, I really want to thank you very much for your supportive words. I read your comments. I read them whenever I receive notification of any comment. I go to it, I read it, and I respond to it. I respond with my heart. So your comments are really important to me. So keep commenting, keep sharing, keep telling me about your thoughts, what you think about the sessions, what do you want me to cover, etc. That is really valuable. This video today, as I said to you, it was a request from a friend. Also, the subtitling you see today, a request from one of my new friends and subscribers also, but this time from Russia. He said that he loved the channel, he liked the channel, he thinks it's great, but he suggested subtitles. I really thank you for sharing that with me, and I support it, and that's why from now on you will see subtitles included in my videos. So thank you very much for that. The second thing I would like to share with you is that my new friend and subscriber from Las Vegas, she didn't find level 2, my book level 2 in Amazon Market, where I market my books. Actually, the book is there. The problem is with Amazon, once the book is published, you can't remove it from the market. So it will stay there, but it will say not available. So ignore the one that says not available, and if you just go up a bit, you will see the book level 1 and level 2. Level 2 comes in black and white. Also it comes in color, so black and white is cheaper, but color one is actually available as well. So please, I have a request. If you buy my books, please buy them from Amazon, because it's there where I have my books, and you know what's happening online. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hello and welcome back to Grasp Arabic. Look, there is the topic today, as we said, we're going to talk about how gender works in the Arabic language. But before I go into that grammatically and explain it to you, and it's easy, I would like to share with you a principle, a rule. The more specific you are, more understanding you create. And more understanding you create, wider engagement you create. So it's being specific to be more understood. And when you are more understood, you create wider engagement. And I will explain to you what do I mean by that. First of all, the topic of language and gender and the relationship between the two. Many of you, if it's not all of you, heard or read some articles about, you know, the connection between gender and language, and some people writing articles and calling to remove gender from the language. I don't want to get into that because it's just going to consume so much time, though I have a lot to share with you in that regard. But I want to be more specific, and I will talk about the beauty of having gender, and why do we have gender in languages anyway. In some primitive languages, such as the ancient Nubian, for instance, you don't see gender included in the language, in most of it. But in some languages, higher languages, you see gender, but it's included only or applied only to pronouns, not to verbs, not to adjectives, not to nouns. Let's take just this example so we understand what we are talking about. In English, you say he plays. Also, you say she plays. As you see, we have he and we have she in English. So he for male and she for female. Now, the verb plays didn't change. He plays, she plays. So the gender is not applied to verbs in English. we only use gender, we only apply gender to pronouns like he, she, hers, his, and etc. In Arabic we say, for he plays, we say هو يلعب. For she plays, we say هي تلعب. As you see, هو for he and هي for she. As English, we have two different ones, one for male and one for female. However, the verb itself changed in Arabic. So we say هو يلعب. We start with ya. This ya is what makes this verb masculine. And we say هي تلعب. هي تلعب. تلعب. Ta here is the indication that the verb here is for female. Now, why do we have that? Why do we apply gender? When you say in Arabic هو يلعب or هي تلعب, you don't have to include the pronoun. So you can straight away say يلعب, and that means he plays, or تلعب without saying here, without saying she, and it means she plays. Arabic is more specific because Arabic cares about being concise. Arabic is very wide, it's an ocean without a shore, as I always say. But at the same time, Arabic is very concise. Arabic, you can say one word and it means a sentence in English and other languages. And I have one of my clips actually talking about this specific thing. So just say يلعب and it means he plays. Or you say تلعب and it means she plays. You don't have to add that. You just like the vowels. Vowels are not connected with the letters in Arabic, as I said in one of the clips. It's whether on the top like fatha dhamma or underneath, which is kasra, because as soon as you learn the word, you don't have to include those harakat, those vowels anymore. Same here, you don't have to add those pronouns as long as you know how to use the gender in verbs. Let's take another example in English and Arabic, same example, to see how gender is applied in both languages. You say in English, clever student. Clever student. In Arabic you say تلميذ ذكي. تلميذ ذكي. Clever student. When you say clever student in English, no one would know if that student is male or female. In Arabic, to say clever student, you say تلميذ ذكي. تلميذ ذكي means clever student plus the gender of that student. تلميذ, and there are two things, two tools are used here to indicate that we are talking about a male. تلميذ is a male student, and ذكي is male clever person. Because if that person, that student was female, you would say تلميذة ذكية. تلميذة, you add ta, we call it هاء التأنيث or تاء المربوطة. You both are used, but it's actually ha, but that's another topic. You use that tool, that ta, a round ta, to indicate that this student is female. So تلميذ is male student. تلميذة with ta at the end is a female student. Also the adjective. So we add gender to adjectives as well, unlike English. So you say ذكي, clever, for male, and you say ذكية for female. So as you see, Arabic is more engaging, because you have something plus. So you make the same meaning as the English plus something else, extra information. So a person who is listening to you can be more engaged in the language you are using. Let's take another example. They were here. They were here. You said they were here. Are you referring to men or women? God knows, because they is used in English for both men and women, where here don't have any indications if it's male or female you are referring to. But in Arabic, if you want to translate that, they were here, you say كانوا هنا. كانوا هنا, كانوا, they were هنا here, كانوا هنا. You are actually making the same meaning as English. They were here, plus they were males or men. Because if they were women, whom you are referring to, you would say in Arabic, كنا هنا. You don't say كانوا. كانوا is for men. كنا هنا. They were here and they are female. كنا. So as you see, in English we don't apply gender to verbs because they were, were is to be verb. We don't add gender to it in English. But in Arabic, كانوا for men, كنا female. It might sound complicated, but it's not. It's not. Arabic grammar is very easy to comprehend as long as you are in the safe hand, as long as you are learning from a qualified teacher who knows how to convey the language to you. Let's take another example. You say, I like, for instance, you are standing up with your friend and then you saw two students right there, a boy and a girl, female and male, and you say to your friend, I like that student. I like that student. When you say I like that student, automatically your friend will say to you, who, the boy or the girl? And then you will be more specific and you say, I'm talking about the boy or the girl. I like that student. In Arabic, you don't receive that second question and you don't have to give the answer for it. Why? Because when you say I like that student, the sentence you will use, it has the gender embedded in it. So you say يعجبني ذاك التلميذ. I like that student. And when the person next to you hears that statement from you, they will know straight away that you are talking about the boy or the girl. If you say يعجبني ذاك أو ذلك يعجبني ذاك التلميذ, they know you are referring to the boy. If you say تعجبني تلك التلميذة, they will know that you are referring to the girl. So as you see in Arabic, we apply gender to verbs. So you say يعجبني for man and تعجبني for female. Also we apply gender to demonstrative nouns. ذاك, ذاك, ذلك for boy, for man, for male. And if it's female, you say تلك, تلك, that, that. In English, that is for both men and women. In Arabic, if it's a man, you say ذاك or ذلك. Both are correct. If you refer to a female, you say تلك. So we have the second indication that we're talking about men and women. And you say, and we apply gender to the noun. So we say ذلك التلميذ or تلميذة. If it's boy, if it's the male, you say تلميذ. If it's the female, you say التلميذة with the هاء التأنيث or التاء المربوطة. The round ta, you use it to indicate that you are referring to the female. So we have three indications within this sentence to make that extra meaning that we're referring to a male or female. That's how Arabic works when it comes to gender. So when you are more specific, you add a gender, because when you add gender, you are specific. You're giving extra information within your sentence or your phrase. So the person who's receiving your statement will understand you better. So more understand because extra information, better understanding, and obviously is more engaging, wider engagement. So gender is applied in Arabic in many areas, in nouns, in pronouns, in verbs, in demonstrative nouns, in adjectives, in adverbs. It's amazing. But with that being said, because in real life we have this colorful distinctions between male and female, this interaction between man and women, there's no separation. They have distinctions, but at the same time they indulge in each other. Arabic understood that. So in Arabic sometimes you use what is masculine for female, and sometimes we use what is for female for masculine, for male. And sometimes we have Arabic uses certain words for both the men and women. Why? To build that bridge between male and female, between women and men, between masculinity and femininity. It's amazing. And it's not me who said this. This is embedded in the language. Sibawayh, 1200 years ago, he mentioned this in his book Al-Kitab. Sibawayh is a Persian scholar, one of the main scholars of Arabic language we have in our history, Amr ibn Uthman. And this tool here, this particular thing, is from the balance of the Lugha al-Arabi of Arabic language. It uses gender properly, heavily, to be more specific, to be more understood, to be more engaging. Also, it brings this a huge section of it to make masculinity indulge in femininity and vice versa. This is a beautiful tool in Arabic. With that being said, we spoke about a bit of the philosophy of the language and its relationship with gender. Now we are ready to learn the rules of applying gender in Arabic language. So I see you in the next session to learn these rules. I see you then. Take care.